Day 310 on Daily Dose of Hope. I've been on the subject, follow me and I will make you. Our anchor was from the book of Matthew chapter 4 verse 19, where Jesus said unto them, follow me. And the Bible says instantly they forsook their nets and they began following Jesus. The audacity to request followership from individuals that already had their expertise in another profession can only be the audacity of divinity. They forsook and they followed, and they engraved their name, etched themselves in history on the merit of the simplicity of obedience. Today we continue along these lines as we look at the criteria required for followership. Just like in any profession, there are specific conditions required before enlistment, before recruitment, before enlistment, and before admission. There are specific requirements. And for following Jesus, it was not cheap. There are conditions required before you can be permitted to follow. And the Bible says in the book of Matthew chapter 16 verse 24, Jesus said, anyone that must follow me must deny himself, take up his cross before you will be able to successfully follow. In other words, Jesus knew that if you are to follow him successfully, you have to deal with certain hindrances yourself. There's something called self, and it's always at variance or is always at war with the things of the Spirit. That was why Paul said, I have crucified the flesh with the lust thereof. The flesh will always war. The flesh will always speak. The flesh will always rebel. The flesh will always want to go the contrary direction. That was why Jesus said, you must deny yourself certain conveniences, certain comforts, certain things that gratify your fleshly desires in order to follow me conveniently or in order to follow me successfully. And that's why he said to them, he that must follow me must deny himself. There's something called self. Paul said, I put under my body and bring it into subjection so that when I preach for others, I will not become disqualified. The flesh is so powerful that even those that are saved as apostles can miss it if they allow the flesh to prevail over the spirit. The flesh must be kept under. It must be subdued perpetually for your followership to be successful. And this is one of the criteria for effective followership: subdue the flesh. Galatians 2:22 says, I am crucified with Christ, nevertheless I live. Yet not I, but Christ that lives in me, and the life that I now live, I live for him that died and gave himself for me. Remember I said in the beginning that dedication is required for effective followership. Part of dedication is subduing the flesh, mortifying the deeds of the flesh, so that we can be qualified for effective followership. God bless you.